Part 5, Echoes of the Great War, A Mirror to Our Modern World. Chapter 15, The War's Unfinished Business, Lessons We Still Haven't Learned. The roar of the Great War's guns faded over a century ago, replaced by the silence of millions of graves and the bitter legacy of a poisoned peace. Yet, to declare the war over would be another big lie. Its echoes reverberate through our modern world, shaping political landscapes, influencing global conflicts, and mirroring the insidious power of engineered narratives. The war to end all wars proved to be merely the brutal prologue to a century of geopolitical upheaval. To truly understand the challenges of our present, from the relentless churn of disinformation to the seemingly endless cycles of conflict, we must first confront the war's unfinished business, the profound lessons we still, seemingly, haven't learned. The Great Betrayal, World War I as the forerunner of modern disinformation. Perhaps one of the most chilling legacies of the Great War was the systematic, industrial-scale deployment of propaganda and censorship. Before 1914, governments had dabbled in public relations. After 1918, they had perfected the art of manufacturing consent. As explored in Chapter 10, the war effort demanded total public support, forged through the relentless demonization of the enemy with caricatures, slogans, and fabricated atrocity stories, e.g., Belgian babies with bayonets. Simultaneously, censorship became draconian, controlling every newspaper headline, suppressing dissent, and curating an official narrative of inevitable victory and noble sacrifice. This was the Great Betrayal of truth, where facts became malleable tools in the hands of the state. World War I established a dark precedent, a comprehensive blueprint for how governments would manage information in all future conflicts. Its techniques, the psychological manipulation of masses, the cultivation of national myths, the suppression of inconvenient truths, are not relics of a bygone era. They are the direct forerunners of modern disinformation campaigns, the fake news of the digital age, the sophisticated use of social media for opinion shaping, the erosion of trust in traditional media, and the constant struggle between verifiable truth and engineered narrative that defines our contemporary public discourse. The big lie that objective truth can easily prevail in an era of expertly crafted narratives remains a profound and ongoing challenge. Forever wars, the cycle of intervention and unintended consequences. The Great War itself was a masterclass in how a complex web of alliances and miscalculations could trigger a global conflagration, Chapter 1. Yet, its most enduring legacy might be the blueprint it provided for a century of forever wars, conflicts born from the ashes of old ones, fueled by external interventions and leading to endless, often unforeseen, consequences. The seemingly neat lines drawn by the post-war settlements, Chapter 13. Were anything but. The arbitrary borders imposed on the former Ottoman Empire, particularly through the Sykes-Picot Agreement and the Mandate system, disregarded millennia of tribal and ethnic realities, directly sowing the seeds of long-term instability and intractable conflicts in the Middle East that persist today. Similarly, in Europe, the creation of new nation-states from the dismantled empires, while ostensibly promoting self-determination, often left large ethnic minorities on the wrong side of new frontiers, creating festering grievances ripe for exploitation by future aggressors. The punitive nature of the Treaty of Versailles, especially the war guilt clause and crushing reparations, humiliated Germany and fostered deep resentment, directly fueling the rise of revanchist movements. World War I demonstrated that external intervention, often undertaken with the big lie that complex regional problems can be cleanly solved through force or imposed solutions, frequently creates new, more intractable problems. The cycle of intervention, unintended consequences, and the creation of new grievances continues to replay in conflicts around the globe, making the study of World War I a stark warning against hubris in international relations. The fragility of peace, what World War I teaches us about human nature and geopolitics. Over a century later, the Great War stands as a chilling testament to the fragility of peace and the enduring complexities of human nature and geopolitics. It teaches us that peace is not a default state, but a delicate, active construct that demands constant vigilance, genuine compromise, and a profound understanding of underlying grievances. How quickly a seemingly stable world order can unravel, often from seemingly minor sparks, remains its most terrifying lesson. The war laid bare the depths of human capacity for both immense destruction and extraordinary resilience. It showcased how technological advancement, when applied to warfare and coupled with the systematic dehumanization of the enemy, can unleash horrors previously unimaginable. Yet, it also revealed the astonishing human capacity for endurance in the trenches, for solidarity amidst unimaginable suffering, and for the tireless effort of rebuilding from unimaginable ruin. The Great War laid bare the dangers of unchecked nationalism, militarism, and imperial ambition. It demonstrated the limitations of diplomatic systems when confronted by these forces, and the catastrophic consequences of a world that prioritizes power over collective security. The big lie of national exceptionalism, of glorious conquest, and of conflict as a path to purification, proved to be humanity's undoing. Ultimately, World War I forces us to confront our own recurring human tendencies, to believe comforting falsehoods over difficult truths, to demonize the other in times of crisis, and to romanticize conflict as a means to an end. The illusion that a future war will be short, glorious, or ultimately beneficial, a recurring big lie throughout history, was shattered in the mud of the Western Front. To truly honor the millions lost, and to navigate the complexities of our own volatile world, we must remember World War I not just as a historical event, but as a perpetual, somber warning. Its unfinished business is the continuing struggle against the seductive power of the big lie in all its forms. For only by acknowledging the brutal truths of the past, no matter how painful, can we genuinely strive for a more just, more stable, and more lasting peace in the future. The echoes of the Great War demand nothing less.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and share this video. Also don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, so that you don't miss out the next video. For now, you can continue with the next video or can go through the complete playlist provided here.